Previously on Alan Wake, Alice has been kidnapped.
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
I can't tell anyone except my agent Barry.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
The ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote that's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it was on that page. So dark.
I have found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Good girl.
How the hell did she get her hands on the manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI?
He's anxious to see you. You'd better come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff. Let's make this quick, huh?
Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and, get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong,
Ёлы-палы.
The
Ну
Indians
когда вы
thought the lake was
закроетесь
the
уже, а?
doorway to the underworld. I'm a
Слово не
god tier
дают
type
ставить.
myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Всем привет, старая
Yeah,
гвардия с
okay.
вами. И
Anyway,
продолжаем
there was
прохождение
an
игры
island there owned
Alan
by a
Wake.
guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
Пойдем уже. Рассказчик, блин, херов. Дядька тоже какой-то подранок. Блин, пора бежать вперед, а то мы долго за ним ковылять будем. Догоняй, скороход.
Yeah, how about that? It was there in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky. But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trailers.
Ух ты. Яхта упала. Прикольно. А, что, нам не сюда, что ли? Ты куда нас ведешь, хороняка?
It gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook story. The Scratching Hag comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
Yeah,
Ребята.
anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
А чё мы как-то... А, там яхта упала. Думаю, какого хера мы вокруг-то пошли? А чё в мусорку? Зачем? Ну, расскажите что-нибудь-то хоть.
Well, mister, this here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
Ну да. Ладно, пойдем.
Welcome to... Oh dear, Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh. Oh yes. Yes. Please, come in.
Блин, ребята, ну видно,
Hey,
что она не в
this is
адеквате.
really good. Rose,
Yes,
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry? She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al? Oh, what's... Oh...
Опаньки.
Barry! What?
Что же вы пьете в незнакомых местах, придурки?
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started.
Блин.
I insist.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Back to work, boy.
Охереть.
I felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive. And
Rose
each
took a
there's
day from
less of
me.
and
I
more
had
of her.
less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. What can I get you today? Coffee?
I couldn't work up much hate for Rose. Something had used her to get to me and left its mark.
First refill is free. Milk and sugar on the counter there. Would you like to hear today's specials? Thank you. A nice day. Come back soon.
Так.
My gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no
Ни
time.
фонарика, ни ружья.
Mr. Randolph liked Rose. That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer. But those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble. And they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station.
Так. Ну что, опять огородами? Я радио не хочу включать. Какая-нибудь дичь по-любому там будет.
Oh, you're gonna get it now. God knows what you've done to that poor girl.
This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest!
Вот это
You
да.
move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, Lane!
Придурка. Чувака стрелять.
standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Так, надо... Надо бежать. Валим, валим, валим. Чё ты выдохся-то, а? Задышал, задышал. Бегать надо было по утрам. Блин.
Okay, men, keep your eyes peeled. He's gonna try to make it through here.
Oh, damn.
This way. Fan out.
Ай, давай быстрей. Вообще не шевелится.
He's gone. Come on, guys. We need to head him off.
Передохни, почитай.
For decades, the darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the rider on the ferry, it opened its eyes.
Так, давай, давай, давай. Давай. О, как. Чё тут? Хера себе. Оружия нет. Так, и чё?
Search the area. Stay sharp. This way.
Блин.
Over here.
Кошмары, блин, а. Да, там что-то все плохо.
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
Ух ты! Они меня спалят сейчас. Ладно, побежали.
You on the ground. There's nowhere to run. Freeze!
Ух ты. Хера себе. Вороны его захерачили. Так, что на вышке? На вышке что-то должно быть. Так, вертолет упал, да? Так-то больше ничего интересного.
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over.
Thornton here. James, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. Well, hey, what are you doing? Come on.
Sit down and give me that. James, Mulligan here. Over.
Go ahead, Mulligan. Over.
We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Otis Scotch about him, you know what I mean? Over. I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan.
Так, ребятки, куда бежим-то?
Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just the place here.
I imagined that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine.
Ага. Блин.
Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through it that way.
Прикольно.
The old generator conked out. I'd have to see if I could fix it and try again.
Так. Тормозок. Пойдем. И чё? Чё такое? Чё, опять сломался? Колымага старая. Быстрее. Отлично. Отчаянный малый Alan Wake этот. Ни фонаря, ничего. Ох ты. Фонарик. И все? И все, да? Ружье никто не припрятал, ладно.
It took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
Team 1, come in. Over.
Так, ну гранаты хоть есть.
Team 1, this is Sheriff Breaker. Report. Over.
Полиции тут жестко обошлись, конечно.
Over. Come on, guys, talk to me. Come in, please. Over.
Так. Бегом, бегом, бегом. Блин, да что ж такое, а? Давай под фонарь. Семь гранат, неплохо. Так, не-не-не-не-не. Не, я постою.
And here's another call. You're on KBFFM with Pat Maine.
It's Milt Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Milt?
Well, I live near the trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over there.
Well, that's just up the road from me, too. What's going on, do you know?
I don't know, but there's a bunch of police cars there, lots of sirens, a helicopter buzzing around, and I think I heard some gunshots.
Gunshots?
Yes, sir, like from a pistol. So can you find out what's going on? Maybe 10-15 minutes ago. It sounds serious, Pat. I'm telling you, it don't sound like no party.
I'm certainly going to give the station a call, Milt.
Okay.
You'll hear it here as soon as I...
6 гранат. 4 осталось. Надо мне валить куда-то. Куда только? Так. Ствола нет нигде. Воу-воу! А куда бежать? Хоть куда-нибудь бы добежать. Фух.
I hope Maine could lend me a car to get to the coal mine.
Oh, hello, Lorna. What do you have for us? What do you mean?
The sheriff should be helping us normal citizens instead of wasting resources on those people.
Well,
They'll have to try to sort themselves out. I'm sorry, but my granddaddy settled in Bright Falls in 1911.
well, thank you very much for that compassionate viewpoint, Lorna. Oh, here's a little surprise. The famous writer Alan Wake just walked in, folks. I'm going to see if I can talk him into an interview.
Отпусти меня.
Come on in, Mr. Wake. Oh, I'm so glad you could find the time to do this, Mr. Wake.
Капец.
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown. You back away from me. Don't hurt. Whoa. Everyone calm down. Put the gun down. We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him. What the hell's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
I'll get you yet.
Чё, опять валить куда-то?
You hear me? You hear me, H.P. Lovecraft?
I had fallen off so many cliffs it was ridiculous. That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine. Nightingale stared through the broken studio window into the dark woods. He turned around, started to walk out, but Maine grabbed his arm. "Young man, you almost shot me. You don't shoot off rounds at people like that. What's the matter with you?" Nightingale shook his...
Да, какая-то херня с ним нездоровая. С этим ФБРовцем. Быстрее. под лампочку. Оп. С патрушками повеселее. Так, куда идти-то? Так.
There was no sensible reason for the power company work lights to be here. It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
Где граната? Эй-эй-эй-эй.